Hi guys, I would like this video to be a tribute to one of our long-time contributors, developers, Roger, known as Radky on the forum. Over the years, going back into the mists of time, we've had many people who have contributed. Puppy Linux started in, when was that now? 2001 or something. And over those many years, there are people who have put in an incredible amount of useful information, coding and so on. Some of them are still around and some of them have moved on. Roger is one of those who was very active in the old forum, and he's no longer a member of the current forum. I can show you the old forum. If we go to the website, it has been maintained as read-only. So here it is. So it's oldforum.puppylinux.com, and you can go there and you can search, and there you'll find Radky. This is one of his products, JWM Desk, and another one is, what have we got? Pup Control and Pup Apps. So these were all developed for Puppy Linux. Now I retired from leading the Puppy Linux project in 2012, I think it was, or 2013, and I then started an experimental distribution called Quirky Linux, which I kept up for a couple of years. In 2017 I started EasyOS, which was another experiment. Just lots of ideas, very much based upon some of the core principles of Puppy Linux, but a lot of new ideas. Okay, and a lot of Roger's little applications were so useful, so nice. I have used them, I've continued to use them. A lot of the Puppy Linux applications work perfectly well in EasyOS. I mean, it's the same core system, really. I'd like to mention a couple of them. Up here on the top of the menu, see on the top row there, you've got Apps and you've got Setup. Now this is Apps and Setup are really the same things that are in the menu. Down here on the bottom corner you've got the menu, of course, and you can got all the categories and subcategories. Again, you can right click on the desktop and you can see the same menu. This is just a reorganization of the menu in what some people find is a more convenient form, just easier to find things. It's the same, hasn't got quite the same number of entries, but just reorganized in a nice, easy to see format. The same thing with the setup. If I go to this one, Easy Setup, again, these are all entries from the menu, but just reorganized in what some people consider a much friendlier format to find things. And you can just go over things. For example, in EasyApps, if you go over to Notebook here, it pops up some subcategories and tells you notebook kind of applications, and you can click on one of those and you can start it. Well, I'll do that. Notecase, for example, on the button, and then Notecase starts. Okay, there's nothing in it at the moment. So we've called it Easy Setup and Easy Apps. These were originally, what do you call it, Pup Apps and Pup Control. I mostly rewrote them, the code, but I kept the graphical user interface because it's so nice. The other one, what Roger calls, JWM Desk. This other one here in the menu, JWM Desk, I renamed that to EasyJWM, and I kept Roger's code mostly, just made a few changes to suit EasyOS, and you'll find that EasyJWM rather, in the desktop category of the menu. EasyJWM, configure JWM. JWM is the window manager, Joe's window manager, and I introduced that in part 9. Yeah, part 9 of this video series, if you want to look back. Joe's window manager. So this configures, if I just click on it, EasyJWM, lots of things for configuring how the window manager looks and how it performs and so on. So Roger did all the hard work on that. I made a few little changes. I changed this part here, but mostly it's Roger's work. So, anything else? Oh yes, I'll make one. I want to keep this very short, but I'll just make one little extra point here. If you're interested in the technical, the coding side of things, in the menu, in the file system, if you go to User Local, you'll find EasyApps, EasyJWM, EasySetup code here. It's all written in shell script. So you go to EasyApps, for example, and it's a shell script. It uses GTK dialog, which is the creating graphical user interfaces from a shell script. And this is what most of the coders do in Puppy Linux and in EasyOS. They write the applications in shell script, which is fairly easy to learn, and they get the graphical interface or graphical application using one of these tools like GTK dialog. Another one is YAD, Y-A-D. Quite easy way to get quite sophisticated graphical user interfaces. So I just wanted to mention this as a tribute to Roger. On my blog, you'll find posts about these different products. We can read up on EasyApps, for example. If you go to bkhome.org/news, just do a search for EasyApps and you'll find posts like this. Same thing with EasySetup. Just do a search for EasySetup and you'll find posts explaining how these work, how they're introduced. EasyJWM again, introduced in one of my blog posts. Nothing else I want to say there, is there? No, I don't think so. No, that'll do. So keep it short. That's it.